So here we are, Canadian wine lovers all across the country. I am with Thomas Bachelder, owner, winemaker, and I like to call him a vigneron in the all true sense of the definition. One of an iconic producer in Niagara. So Thomas, you started your career, or early on, you were in Burgundy. Can you tell us a little bit about that journey in Burgundy?
Sure. I started as a home winemaker. I'm from Quebec. I'm Quebecois. I'm now Ontarian as well. And I'm also Burgundian and Oregonian. All these things have changed my life. And I have what I like to call the lavage de cervelle bourguignonne, the brainwash, the Burgundy brainwash. And so I believe that terroir exists everywhere. You just have to find it. I never knew that I would work mostly in the New World after that, but it has been very helpful because in the Old World, you work with established vineyards and you work with les lieux-dits sont connus, that parcels are known. In the New World, you have to find those parcels yourself usually. So Bachelder is doing 27 single vineyard wines.
27. Wow, what a growth. That's incredible.
7 or 8 of them are Gamay, and 11 of them are Chardonnay, and Pinot is about another 8 or 9. And I think the main thing, if I could get across to, I know you know this, Carol, but to your viewers, if you want to do terroir, you have to limit the grape types. I can't do Riesling also and Cabernet Franc because then I will have so many varietal wines that I won't get a chance to explore the same varietal across many terroirs. So as we do this with the 3 Burgundian grapes that we have now, so as we work with the growers, we actually find, and this is key, we find the grower who has Gamay and Chardonnay, or Pinot and Chardonnay. And when we do that, we have an aha moment. I'm like, what is it in this Chardonnay that I also see in the Pinot? So you have that with Foxcroft Vineyard and the bench here, Wismer Foxcroft, we have in Chardonnay. I know you love it, but we also have it in Gamay. And by Choux on Niagara-on-the-Lake, we have in Chardonnay and Gamay, both old vines from 81. You taste those two, and despite the change of grape, you have the same terroir in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and the same with the bench here. You have a bench terroir, the Niagara Escarpment.
So when you find a parcel and you fall in love with where the vineyard is located, with your vision, at the end, the vision is always the juice in the glass, right? How do you tell the story from the piece of land that you have spotted, meeting with the grower and having this in mind? How could you extract the story from the land all the way to the glass?
That's a great question. I don't think anybody's ever asked me so well. I would say that when we were starting up Lemelson Vineyards in Oregon, 1999 to 2003, before I came to the Clos Jordan, we had 60 hectares. That's 160 acres of organics. We moved to Le Clos Jordan. We had 56 hectares, 138. So, I mean, where do you start? Well, you start by keeping apart east, center, and west, and you check it out over a few years, and then you start to taste the grapes in the vineyard, because you go, this one always gives me a perfumed wine, but it has good drive. I love it. Why is that? You taste it. I can see it in the grapes after 2 or 3 years. And so you divide up the parcels. So that was a domain, like Domaine Lemelson Vineyards or Domaine Le Clos Jordan. But for Bachelder, where we don't own these grapes, we're micro-négoce. Burgundy has lots of micro-négociants. Bordeaux has garagistes. It's a different thing. So we work closely with the growers to watch the viticulture, but also to get the part of the vineyard we think is cool.
Thank you.
I'll show you guys Carl's reaction in a minute. There'll be a few F-bombs, okay? But before that, I just want to show you guys, like, he took us behind the scenes, right? And he did something so cool. He organizes his cellar from east to west based on where the vineyards are located. So as you walk around the cellar, it's like walking around Niagara. How cool is that?
Wild West End, you'll have that. Saunders.
And then, of course, we get back to the car, right? And this is Carl's reaction.
Say that again.
That fuck just happened. I'm dreaming. No, it didn't happen.
So cool.
It didn't happen. Holy shit. Wow. A dream.
I love that. And I love what Thomas said, you know, we want people to dream of going to Niagara wine country like we dream of going to the French wine country or all these amazing wine regions in the world. We have that right here.
Thomas, thank you so very much for your time. It was
Thank
just
you.
such a great time to share your passion with all of our members.
Thank you, man. Look forward
Thank
to
you.
seeing you on your next trip. À la prochaine.
Absolutely. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.